Welcome to We Talk Spanglish with your host, Manefta. Welcome back to We Talk Spanglish, bitches. Oh my fucking God. It has taken me a long fucking time. But here we are. And I want to introduce someone that I absolutely love and adore you. This is Ellie. If you don't know who she is, what the fuck's wrong with you? She has Laughing with Ellie. She's an amazing comedian. I want to bring her on the show to have more aspects with her. She doesn't see things that I see, so let's chop it the fuck up. Ellie, dime algo de ti.
What it do, girl? Oye, pero who the fuck is laughing with Ellie? Esa bastera está laugh with Ellie. Laugh with Ellie, but you're so close. You're laughing,
Like shits
laughing
and
with
sheets. The sheeting. The
the
sheeting,
cheating.
the
It's like
shits.
cheating. Yeah, the other day you were talking about somebody cheating, but you were shitting, and I was very confused. But anyway,
The
yes,
comments were great. Like, oh, there was just cheating. I'm like, no, el tipo se cagó. Like, ella le cagó arriba del tipo.
that's insane. But we'll get to that. I'm sure there's more of that, right?
We're gonna get into that, that's for sure.
Congrats on getting this going again. Where do I rep, baby? We from the 305.
Every day, baby.
305 till I die. I do live in Broward County now, but still, 305. 305, la cosa está de pinga. It's too funny.
Traicionera! No, let me tell you, I'm an offender. Traicionera! I say this all the time and no one believes me, but I left Tampa 4 years ago. How long has it been since you've not been in the 305, the 954? Okay, so imagínate.
Pero 305 till I die. I'm never changing my number.
Yeah,
My Lord and
me
Savior
neither.
Pitbull. Tranquila. Okay? That's right, girl. No, we moved to Broward a couple years ago and we love it.
Yeah, it's a different lifestyle. It's a little bit slower. Miami is 24/7.
And we have eso.
Y la renta está insoportable. Yeah, we already know. That's the deal here. That's what the people love. They love to see me trash talk fucking houses. They think it's fucking hilarious.
You're the best
And
at.
I don't think I'll ever stop doing that, Ellie. I don't think I'll ever stop shit talking houses and what realtors really fucking put up there, because it's no. We can't accept that as a society, as people. We need, oye, esto se está turning into Nueva York. Today I saw a $700. Everyone has sent me that $700 studio. Y el tipo se está riendo because the bedroom, I can't. It's really bad. I'll post a picture so you guys can see it. It's really bad. I think it's like 300 square feet. And that's pretty much that. And I think it's in Fort Lauderdale, to be honest, in your hood, where you're at now.
Yeah, no te crea. I mean, rent's not like super cheap up here just because a county
I
over,
know.
but it is más tranquilo. And yeah, no, it is highway robbery. These prices that these people come up with and the prices of the houses, like you posted that house in Hialeah that was like $1 million or like a half a million. What?
Speaking of that $2 million house, just
$2
so you're
million.
$2 million, 1,400 square feet. Now, here's the deal, though. Supposedly, they bought an investor. An investor bought that whole block, and they're pricing those Hialeah East, Hialeah houses. Pa que sepa, they're pricing all of them at 1.8 and up. So that they're the ones that are trying to cause that because they bought it. So they're like, well, if that one sells for this one, and that's how that works.
That's how that works.
Mamita, los taxes para los pobres que están around them cuando sube $2 million.
Survey says gentrification.
I hate that shit. When they're like, oh, it's being gentrified, listen, shut the fuck up. You have to live in the ghetto for 10 years, okay? Gentrification does not start happening until like 10 years. So do you want to be on that wait list and pay higher taxes while living in the fucking hood? I don't know.
Really.
Are you good with that? I'm not good with that. I got kids. They got to go to school. They need good schools and shit. Like, mothers got shit to do. So,
I have kids too.
you know, exactly. Where would you put your dog for doggy daycare?
You know? Well, no, right here, we homeschool. But
Same.
yes. No, but
Same.
it's out of control. It's a crime. I love you're doing the Lord's work. What do you have your children of the corn is what they're called?
My children of the corn, you know, and how did it start? How did we get to that conclusion? Why do I call them that? They wrote an article. I don't know if it was the New York Times one or I think it was the Washington one, because they did two. And they mentioned how I always tell them, like, in my stories, I was like, hey, people were calling me, your videos are shutting down open houses. There's people, yeah, no, it was really bad. Like, people were just sitting there and parking on purpose and blocking all the parking because they're pissed. And like, so it was becoming like a community thing. And they were showing up, they were showing out. They didn't give a flying fuck. They were like, no, 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 you're not doing this in my neighborhood. This is bad. So when that started, I was like, y'all are feisty. Y'all are bad. Y'all are some children of the fucking corn. And
It's
that has
hilarious.
stuck for the last couple years. And they're so proud. They tell me I'm so proud to be a child of the corn.
That's hilarious. And you know what I love? I was thinking about this earlier since I'm Laugh with Ellie and Laugh with Ellie, and you know that I am also
Stop.
I'll say this now. I am the fairy godputa, as you know.
I love that so much. That is my
So
favorite one for you because it's so you.
it's a very important. I don't know if you can see. There she is, the fairy godputa.
Ah,
Okay. By the
I,
way,
I need
shout
that.
out to Carlos Ampudia at Calo Art who came up with this, and Freaky Kiss Designs who like
I love it.
commissioned this. No, this is such a special little icon, and thanks to Freaky and Carlos, like they brought it to life. But what I was thinking was, I call my followers and like when I'm at shows, everybody's one of my puticas. So like our hybrid, anybody who watches the podcast when you and I are together, they are the puticas of the corn,
I
right?
love
Like
that
our
so
hybrid.
much. I love that so much.
Thanks.
The Puticas of the Corn. I think that it so resonates with you. It's perfect. I've done the Bad Bitches brunch with you,
Oh my god,
and
such a
we
great
had
show.
such an amazing time. Callie, go lay down.
I don't think you should
Go
cut
lay
it.
down. Right fucking now. I don't
Yeah,
want to hear
right
your
now.
bullshit.
This is you in all your glory. I don't
Oh
think you
my,
should cut it. Let the puticas of the corn know that this is what entertainment looks like. It's not all glitz and glamour.
you guys, we need a lot of followers and sponsors so that I can have a fucking studio if you want to hear me talk trash my whole life. Because
Yeah.
that's what they want. They want to hear us talk shit, you know? But yeah, that's part of life. The dogs, the kids, the whole shebang, fucking all of it. But I definitely want to bring this show back strong. I definitely want to commit to this. I'm hoping that you'll stay with me
It's
here.
so fun. Yeah, it's already. I'm looking forward to it, honestly. Like, I've been wanting to get back on. Like, I had a podcast a while back, and I just did it myself. And I've been talking about getting back into podcasting, and I think collabing with you, and I mean, what a blessing. And the timing, how it all worked out.
Crazy, crazy timing.
So
But that's everything. You already know how we feel about numbers. Numbers is everything to us.
totally.
Comedy. We have to make light of everything. I did try the stand-up comedy. They made me try it. And you know what? It wasn't bad. It wasn't something that it wasn't terrible, but I didn't love it. So I was like, that's not something that I want for me. But man, do I love going to a comedy show. Oh my God. And the
Bueno,
roasting of the people.
oh my God.
The
I will
best.
say that we do need comic fans. Not everybody is meant to be or supposed to be doing comedy, right? I
Yeah.
love that you gave it a shot and that you're honest about how you felt about it. You know what I mean? It's an art,
Thank
like
you.
honestly, and a lot of people take for granted. They're just like, "Oh, I'm just gonna try it." Listen,
How can I
anybody
take
can try
credit for
it.
something that I'm not even really feeling, Like, you're in your zone, you're locked in, you're doing your thing, you're talking to the crowd, you lock it in. Like, you're so good at that. Getting
Thank
the
you.
crowd's attention, saying outlandish fucking shit, which I absolutely love. And yeah, you're down my alley for comedy for sure. And I love that. That's something,
No
but yeah, I
filter.
was brave enough to try. I really did try. I gave it a shot. But the Bad Bitches brunch was everything. It was so much
Oh,
fun.
and the Bad Bitch
Shout out to
Brunch is a
Brittany for inviting me. Shout out to
she's the
Brittany
best.
Brave. That was awesome. So I've done cool things. I'm proud of my uh I guess accomplishments. But
Totally.
there's more to be done. I did talk to you about the book that I want to write. I'm gonna focus on that this year. I know I have to focus on that this year. This is the year of the horse, bitches.
What?
So I'm with that. I'm with that shit and even more. But I feel like I need to be productive when I'm overwhelmed. Because I did try the stepping back and I didn't realize how many people were invested in this podcast. And when I started talking about it again, that people were like, "Oh, you're gonna do it again. You're gonna get back into it," and I'm so excited, and that
I love
really,
that.
really motivated me to say, okay, well, I need to give this my all. I've been trying to do this for years, but I was very consistent. I did record a lot of episodes on my own. I feel like I needed a host that would join me, a co-host or host. It's special to me, and
Yeah.
someone that I can chop it up with, and we can go through weekly news, gossip, la chancleta throwing, all of that shit is important to, I feel like, all the fans that do tune in and that are so invested in that. It's so overwhelmingly loving to me that I
I'm
get
here for it,
so
baby.
much from love from perfect strangers. This isn't that like the wildest thing. You never met these people, but like they support the shit out of you, you know?
Yeah.
And that's everything. Like they trust me with things. Like I can't ask for more, bro. My children of the corn, chef's kiss forever.
Honestly, you've been crushing it. Like I've seen you grow your following through the years. I've been following you for years. And then we met at the Bad Bitch Brunch, which to your point, that show in itself encompasses, it has some elements of stand-up, but then it's a whole
Whole
production
shebang.
empowering
Oh, that was a
women.
whole thing,
So glad you were a
experience.
part of that.
Oh my God, it was such a great experience. I loved it. I had such a
And that
great
was like
time.
one of the first ones. I think you did like the first or
Yeah.
second one, and she's taken that like she's been doing it for years. Hopefully, I'm trying to push Brittany to do these in other cities and states because we've done Orlando, Miami, New
Yeah,
York.
I think she should like branch out, like for sure. I think that's a great idea. Push her. Push her. I think it's great.
Pushing
I
that
support
hoe for
it.
sure. For sure. And so I am, yeah, I love the idea of jumping on as a co host with you. And you had to write it as co hosting because this is your baby. So whenever I can jump on, and I'm just so grateful to be able to reach a new group of followers too, right? Because you do have
Yeah.
a lot of, I'm trying to grow my following. It's taking me fucking forever. But you know what? I am all about, and I'm sure you'll agree, like, I am all
Go
about
at your own pace.
quality,
Yeah.
but quality, not quantity. Like, I'm not trying to have one video go viral and then that's not what I'm about because sometimes the wrong content goes viral. And by wrong, I mean like it's a
Or you
one off.
catch
It's
the
not,
wrong crowd. Yeah.
or you reach the
Yeah.
wrong crowd. Exactly. So, like, even like, platforms that people have been like, oh, why don't you collab more with this platform and they have so many followers, and I'm like, cool story, bro, but like that's not the demographic I'm trying to reach either.
That's not what you're going for. That's not your niche.
Correct.
A lot of people, like I get the messages where there's people that are like, "Oh, stick to your real estate." Or I miss this videos that you used to do, or that videos with you. So like you soft launch different things to see how they respond to it, which
And
is
who fucks
fucking
with you?
crazy. Like,
Yeah.
but you also have to remember that this is your page. And look, it's taken me forever. I'm going towards 45K, and I'm happy with going on my own pace. Yay!
Totally,
For
girl.
me, it's more personal. Like with this whole passing of my uncle and passing of my grandmother, everyone has been so supportive with me. They tell me how much they love my family and they love my kids, and they thank me for sharing my life with them. And that's also a beautiful thing that people appreciate what you do. So you can't always look at the negative. You can't always pay
Totally.
attention to that. Like, oh yeah, this is my page. Yo voy a hacer lo que me sale del culo. ¿Quién eres tú? Because
That's
we also don't get paid for every video we put out or that's not how it works.
You
So,
get paid for videos? That's amazing. No, but yeah, I say it all the time. Whenever I post, especially if I post something political or controversial, and whenever I see
oh,
that I lose followers, I'm like, peace, hoes. I don't give a
yeah,
shit. Like,
it was meant to be. Do what the fuck you gotta do for you. This is your page. This is your audience, and they're there for a reason. And I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of their support, and they know that. I tell them all the time, and I'm so grateful. My goal in this is to continue sharing my life and being genuine, and to retire my husband. I want to buy him a truck, and I want to buy him a boat because he deserves it.
I love
And
that.
I never want him to work again. And that's my goal for this. I just want to retire my husband and be, comfortable for the rest of my life. I don't want to be rich. I want to be comfortable. That's it. That's all I
money
want in life because I'm rich in every other way.
totally.
So
Money buys certain freedoms, right? Like
yeah,
money equals freedom, and money can solve a lot of the issues that we have right now. But I'm on the same boat, and I tell my husband all the time, like, he loves working, but he works so much. And I'm like, and so when I get to see him
yeah, he's
slow
just
down and be with the
workaholic.
plants and be with the dogs and do projects at home, it's like, trust me when I tell you, all I want is to get my break and to have this money so that he can do more of that. He's my security guard, he's my chauffeur. So like we talk about having a tour bus and living on a tour
Everything.
bus, and he's like,
Yes,
I will drive that bus. I'm like, let's go.
yes.
I'm Miss
Who's
Daisy, baby.
driving
Let's go.
that bus?
So we're very lucky to have, these
Yeah,
incredible
I
men and
am
supportive
very
partners,
blessed to
but
have a decent man. You are
yeah,
too. That they want to be
totally.
with us, that they want to do stuff with us. I see people like I watch these shows, 90 Day Fiance. We're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
But I watch these shows and like I watch these women and even the men, the genuine ones that are like, oh my God, I just wanna find that person or my love and I sit back and I think about that and I'm like, that's so sad. That's like so hard to think that you're looking across the world to find somebody that you genuinely are just in love with, that you can be yourself with and kick back and sit on the couch next to each other and just scroll for an hour.
Oh yeah, la
And
cosa está
that's,
difícil.
you
It's hard
know,
out
está de
there.
pinga.
Está de pinga. My single girlfriends, like I've been with my man, I'm 46. I've been with my man we're going on 16 years this month.
What? When's your anniversary? Mine is April 20th.
No, it's not. That's hilarious. That's
Yes,
my
the
dog's
fuck
birthday.
it is.
That's La Bonita's birthday. Natella's sleeping, so we're not bothering Natella. But this is La Bonita.
Nutella.
Our anniversary is April 13th.
My lucky number. 13 is my lucky number.
April
Well,
13th.
we're
But
right around the
girl,
corner. Right next
but
to you.
30s, like I have girlfriends in their 30s and 40s that are single. And listen, it's not even about, like I say it all the time too, like if God forbid, you know what I mean? I'm like, this is it. I've invested everything into this relationship, and God forbid,
How can you
like,
start over?
me convierto en monja. I'm not giving anybody else.
Celibate pussy
Fuck.
in this bitch.
Is there a puta convent that we can join?
Only
There's like, are there puta nuns? Because that's the jam for me.
There's
Jesus
weed
loved the
nuns.
hoe. There's
There's
what?
weed nuns. There's weed nuns.
Oh my god, let's save that.
You
Okay,
haven't seen the weed
on the
nuns?
next episode.
Oh, for sure. We'll talk about that for sure. There is a whole convent of weed
Lord.
nuns. They sell weed. They sell they sell the food. They feed the poor. They're the shit. I love
They get
them.
high.
And they get high. And they
Okay,
cook
next episode. I gotta
edibles.
look into that.
Oh my God. We're gonna talk about that for sure. 100%. But speaking of single people,
Yeah,
I know you saw the video that I posted with the 90 Day Fiance.
girl.
And okay, so speaking of which, I can't believe that I don't know at this point, out of all the 90 Day Fiancés that I have watched, who's scamming who.
What is okay? Full disclosure, because like we said we were gonna talk about shows, and full disclosure to anybody watching, your girl doesn't watch a lot of TV. So
I
what
love
I've
that.
decided, this podcast for me, what it's gonna do is help me catch up with all the hottest shows without me having to actually watch it because a bitch doesn't have time. Or does it like
Exactly.
I gotta write my jokes, I gotta play with my dogs, I gotta color. All right, but I
You
still
got a
want to know the
color
fucking tea. I still want to know the tea. So can you, especially for anybody like my followers too that
for
might watch
anybody
and don't watch,
watching.
give me
Correct.
the premise of 90 Day Fiance.
Okay.
Like,
So 90 Day Fiance is a show based off people that are looking for love. They're looking for love and they have found love and they're in a relationship with someone across the world in another country. So their relationship is based on the 90 days because when they apply for this visa,
ay
they
Dios.
have 90 days to get married.
So it's for citizenship. God, we're gonna say it's for love, but a
Well,
motherfucker wants paper.
practically
God.
because they want them to come to America, to America. So that's the whole process of the show. That's the scenario. That's the background. And then they find these people that are already in relationships. They're already doing their thing. They don't pay for anything. They don't do anything for them. They just fucking film. They're bastards. They're such assholes. Like they get the worst of the fucking worst of these people. And this woman shitted on this man. I
That's
did not
cheating.
say
Did she?
cheated.
She cheated. She like it wasn't
Ah,
saying cheating like le pegó un tarro, and you're not saying that like a fucking ref. It's
no,
literal caca.
esa mujer le cagó a ese hombre.
She pooped on me, yes. She pooped on me.
Ella le cagó. That's not the worst part, because the thing is that when the lady comes into the show, she starts talking about herself and who she is or whatnot, right? But her big secret is not her wig, because we can all tell. It's not, oye, mi hermana. No, esa peluquita. Okay, that Timu wig. It's terrible. She is claiming that she's really nervous about telling Daniel that she's been a lesbian for 32 years. Mind you, she's
Hold
been
up.
married 5 times.
Stop. Let me make sure I'm catching up. So we have a woman half across the world con una peluca que se caga en el tipo, and she doesn't even like men. She's 30 and but she just wants her citizenship, is what it
No,
sounds.
she's the
Not even.
American.
She's the American. So,
That's why I'm saying, who the fuck is playing? He's a Nigerian man.
oh, that's right. You did mention he was Nigerian.
He's a Nigerian man. Okay. So as this Nigerian man is encountering this American woman, she's talking about how she does, she wants to be very real and very honest. She wants to be real honest with Daniel because she talks like that. Super weird. Long story short, okay, this wig that she's wearing, it's like these layers of her. She's married and she's in the middle of her last divorce, okay, and it hasn't been finalized yet. So she flies to Nigeria to see the man. And that's when they start recording. Empieza el tiki tiki de lo que está pasando con la tipa. Y van a ver a Babalao. So in their, culture, tiene que decirle al tío because his dad died. He has to tell the tío what's going on with their relationship and that he needs their blessing. Okay. So she shows up, todo tiki tiki. As soon as she gets off the plane, he proposes to her. Y la hija le dijo, make sure you don't get engaged. That's the first thing he does with dancers, tremenda fiesta.
Ay,
And she's like,
Dios.
I couldn't say no. We're together on this trip y ella está comiendo en Nigeria y no se quita la peluca. Después de 3 días, no se puede quitar la peluca. Ay, qué peste. I can only imagine the smell of that wig. I can't even fucking fathom, okay? So she's trying, they're recording this bitch, and she's taking the wig off. Bro, when I tell you that it is stuck to her head and she has like raw skin. She's like, I think I have blisters. It's so fucking bad. So she takes off the peluca and she goes, I'm not putting it back on. And I'm going to go downstairs to see Daniel. So, he's just going to have to accept me the way that I am. Cuando ese hombre la ve, he goes, hey, what happened to your wig? What? Why you don't have your wig?
Where
Entonces
your
le
hair
dice que,
go?
what the fuck? Entonces le dice tipo. El tipo le dice, you can't go see my uncle like this. My friends will be embarrassed. Literally, he tells her that, okay? So she's crying. She feels terrible, whatever. They go to the dinner with the friends. Son 5 tipos que he probably picked up from the side of the street that don't even really know him. Entonces diciéndole cosas que she has to do this and do that and just she's an abomination. Entonces they go, they see the tío. She has the wig, the turban. He tells her they're going to a palace. She goes, I thought
A
it was a
palace.
palace. No hay ningún palace en ningún lado. Y esos
¿Tú
son
estás oyendo
pobres.
esto? ¿Tú estás
Y
oyendo
mierda,
esto?
¿ok? Es una casa. They pull up, entonces le dice el tipo, your uncle has sent me here to bless you, no sé qué. Entonces ella no le ha dicho that he's a lesbian. He doesn't know. Then she shits on his ass in the
Like
hotel.
literally.
She stained his clothes. Okay, I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
She's like, it wouldn't stop coming out. She ruined his clothes. Then she tells him at the dinner that she's a lesbian. ¿Pa qué fue eso, mi hermana? He gives her the ring back, se forma lío. He goes, I have to tell my uncle. So they tell el tío, and el tío's like, no, you gotta go see that babalizi.
Which is
Okay?
the babalao.
You have to go see that babalao so that he can tell you and clean you because you are an abomination. So they go. She has to buy a goat and yams. Yes, Gavin. One day I'm watching it. He comes into the room. He goes, oh my God, randomly. Wow, that lady's got a yam on her face. And I'm like, Gavin, that's not nice. ¿Qué toca lo otro? The bitch comes out talking about the despojo that they need to do to limpieza. She has to buy yams. Un yam así que parece un bate. Okay? Hysterical. I couldn't stop laughing. It was the funniest thing ever. And then they go do the cleansing with the goat. She had to buy a goat. She was negotiating with a guy. No, I'm not paying $2,000 for a goat. It was the fucking most hilarious thing. If you don't watch 90 Day Fiance, at least watch that part of them.
That's
Pate de
insane.
mes. Because I was literally dead. Like, I cannot believe that this man. So, who's playing who? He wants a
Right.
green card and she wants a man. Y le
And a
dice,
goat, and she ended up with a goat and caca and a
y
shitty wig.
le dice, you didn't go down on me there. It's necessary for me.
Girl. I worked with I opened for one of the guys from 90 Day Fiance who's doing comedy.
No. Who?
I worked with Sarper. I'm not saying his name right. Was Sarper
Oh
Goodwin?
my God, it is Sarper. Yes, it is Sarper.
Sarper and Shekinah.
Yo, I
I
saw
haven't
that.
met I haven't met Shekinah, but honestly,
Okay.
Sarper was, and you and I have talked, you know how I feel about like people just like starting comedy and like people who have a bunch of but honestly, what I will say, he first of all, he's so nice. Like,
Is
I don't
he
know,
really?
yeah, like I don't know how he was on the show, and I don't, again, because I don't know about the show.
He was somewhat of
Um
a douche, like a gigolo.
I think he
Like,
kind of owns that though. I think he talks about that.
yeah,
He
yeah,
tiene pinta.
yeah.
I mean, the guy looks like Candela. Okay, cut the bullshit. He knows it. He knows it. He knows he's Candela. But then he's also like hanging out with him in the green room. Like, he's super chill.
Really?
And yeah, he was so sweet. And where I will give him credit, bro, the motherfucker's on that stage for over an hour doing his thing. And he's been on tour now for like, I don't know, at this point, probably close
I
to a
saw the
year.
first one. The first one was a hard watch. Like, no one was laughing. I felt so bad for
Oh, that
him.
one of his clips, you mean?
It was the first, he did one show, like a try to see if he liked it or whatnot. And they did air it on 90 Day Fiance.
Oh, wow. Okay, so since the
Yeah.
show, he's been about trying to do this. Oh,
Yeah.
nice. I didn't know that because I.
Yeah. One of them, he shows one of them and it was so bad. Everyone was like not feeling him. I felt so bad.
But
But
honestly, that's
he
part of it.
tried. He
Yeah, no, he
tried.
tried, and I don't knock him for that. Like, you don't, and that's the thing about comedy. And here's the difference between what he did and what like your traditional comic does. That's why, as
Yeah.
comics who don't have a gazillion followers, we're going to open mics, we're going to bars, we're
In
performing in
person.
we're performing in alleys and shit. If you put us in a laundromat, and give us a microphone, we'll tell you a fucking joke. You know what I mean? So in his defense, he was popping his cherry in front of a gazillion people, never having done it. It could go either way, you know.
This was
But
in Miami.
when I opened for him, both,
Yeah.
I've opened for him in Miami and in Dania.
That's
So
cool.
yeah, and again,
Go
super nice.
Sarper.
And I heard from, I don't know if she's still managing him, but like the woman who was managing him is best friends with his wife, and they're
Okay.
moving to Miami. I can only assume, y'all are hearing it here first, mofos. I can only
Ah.
assume that he's coming with them because
Yeah.
the wife is moving down here.
Obviously,
So,
yeah.
you know,
Together, they'll come together.
yeah, and honestly, like, I did enjoy working with him. You know, where I give credit where credit is due. If you're one of these influencers that wants to
Yeah.
become a comic and then you don't respect the art and you don't put in the work and all you do is crowd work, this guy is writing jokes. He's telling stories.
That's
He's
what I'm saying.
really putting in the
Yeah.
work, and I give him props for that.
In the show, he shows that, like, where he's writing down jokes, and I
Yeah.
honestly, I took it as a joke. I didn't take him seriously. I was like, "There's no way he's gonna," but I can't believe he's still doing it. Go Sarper! I think that's
He's do-
great.
he's doing
He's
it, and
making something out of it. That's amazing. Hell yeah, I love
and he's
that.
on tour. He's crushing it. So whenever I see him post like his next show, and if his show's sold out, like, I always give him his props. And
Character
he's so nice. Like,
development.
honest, he was very sweet. Yeah.
I
So
love that for him. That's great. I guess what Shekinah saw in him was what we didn't see. They played him out to be like this douchebag on the show, you know?
he might be. I don't. I mean, I ain't fucking
Well,
him.
he
And I'm not
was.
dating him, so
He
I don't
does
know.
admit it that he was a
But
douchebag before.
he does. Yeah, no, he does. He plays that whole persona. But I mean, obviously, to your point, there's something.
That's
But
amazing. I fucking
by
love
the
that.
way, I hope that, like, that's it. Like, Sarper met the 90 Day Fiance comic quota. So I hope that other people on 90 Day Fiance are like, oh, I should do stand up comedy. No, motherfuckers, you should not.
You know what you're gonna
Anyway.
start, right, bitch? That's what you're starting right now. You're trying to stop it before it fucking starts. Because you're like, after people watch this shit, they're gonna get ideas. They're gonna get ideas and they're gonna
Don't
want to
get any
start doing
ideas.
it.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
fuck
Don't
that
get any
shit.
ideas. Stay if you're an
That's crazy.
accountant, stay an accountant. If you're a fucking dental hygienist, good for you. Sigue limpiando diente.
He was a stripper.
Of course you.
You didn't know that?
I think
Oh,
I did. I
girl.
did. No, no,
Okay,
no.
so I feel like I need to give you some
No,
background on
I'm laughing
Sarper.
because you said that, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I did hear. I don't know if he's the one that talked. I don't know
Probably
where I
a
heard it,
joke.
but yeah, it might be one of his jokes. But he's got pinta. He looks like he would wear a fucking tanga with rhinestones for sure.
You know? He would do dances for Shakaina y todo. Oh my God, hysterical. Hysterical. Y le decía, you're nasty because I know you've been with like 5,000 women. Porque él le decía que there was a book of 2,000 women. Ay, que lío formó con la cama y el book. Ay, Dios mío. But she stood her ground. She was like, nah, homie, you're not going to come over here giving me this mattress that you've slept with all these bitches on. Hell,
That's
fuck
hilarious.
no.
I love that you know, like you've seen every episode. You're like, oh, tell me, who do we need to talk about? I got all the tea.
Yeah, I watch all those shows. Those are like my comfort shows. Like have you ever seen Love and Locked Up? Oh my God, is that ratchet? Ratchet. My sister calls me one day and she's like, hey bro, you need to watch a show.
Is
And
that
I'm like,
jail
what?
love, like prison love?
Mamita, they're in prison.
You know who
They're in
needs to be on that
prison?
show? Hold on.
It's
You know who
crazy.
needs to be on that show if they have that show? Remember the chick? I think she was in Miami. The chick in the Miami-Dade jail. She got pregnant because she and the dude were transferring.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
But you know what I'm talking about?
I do know what you're talking. I don't remember her name or anything, but I do know.
She got to be on that show. Yo, homegirl,
Girl.
they se pasaron. What was it? A turkey baster or some shit. And the guy
Yes.
loaded it with his semen, and she, in her.
It was an experiment, and they actually went through with it.
And it worked.
¿Y ese chiquito o chiquita?
I don't know where they're at now, but I will say that as a result of that happening, they did something. Like they sealed whatever communication like tunnel they had. And it's hilarious because the chick on the interview, I remember there's a clip of her saying like, they should be thanking me for helping them exploit this vulnerability. You know what I mean? And honestly, she's fucking right. She's right.
She got a good point.
Just upset. Yeah, they're just upset because she figured something out that they didn't know. And it's like, why are you going to punish her for it? You know what I mean?
She violated the law while in jail. Imagínate tú. What, did they ship her out like after that? Like whatever happened with that? I don't know. I never kept up with it.
I don't know. I'm really bad at this. Like, I'll tell you half the story and then you'll be like, and then what? I'm like, I don't know.
And then you're like, I don't know. I don't fucking remember. I want to bring you up to speed. That's my goal here.
Yeah. So, I just stay in the
look,
dark.
You worked with Sarper and you didn't even fucking know. He was
didn't know half the shit.
Yeah. He was a male gigolo. And she was pissed about that because then he was like a gym trainer. That's what he would do over there. I don't remember what country he was in. If I tell you, I'm fucking lying.
Slovenia, Russia, Indonesia. I don't know.
It was like Middle Eastern, I think. He's Middle Eastern. And he was like a stripper. And he would like do like shows and like, male gigolo shit.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I'm about if this comedy thing doesn't work out, I'm gonna start selling pictures of my hole. I don't know.
I wonder if he has an OnlyFans already.
I think so.
And we're just sleeping on that shit.
He probably does. He probably does. Girl.
I can't. I fucking cannot. I do want to get everyone's feedback on this. If you are watching the podcast and you're watching us talk shit and you have questions or you want input or you want a future show about a future topic, comment down below. Shit's crazy, but I can guarantee that we're gonna get to that topic, and they love that. So
weed
I think
nuns.
that's great.
Vote for weed nuns.
Yeah, the weed nuns.
I want to talk about.
We need to add that. To definitely add that to the board because I want to talk about that and I want to deep dive into that because these bitches are for real. Like they go in there, they have fields and fields and like that's what they do. And they're nuns. And they feed the poor, which is fucking amazing to me. Usher and Justin Bieber. I don't know if you saw that beef or what the fuck's going on there.
Well, you sent me some information on it to catch me up, but give me the clip notes. Like, let's talk about it.
So basically, Beyonce and Jay-Z throw their soiree after like the awards every year. and they're both invited, and they're there. You could see the clip. I'm gonna put the picture, and I'll put an overlay
Oye, a
of
mí no me
it,
invitaron.
where you see Beyonce's face to the reaction, and she's like completely freaked out. She's like gagged. Her eyes are open. Her mouth is open. It's crazy. So I guess they're walking by each other, and I'm assuming that after this whole P Diddy thing, he's not, like he knows that they know that they know that he knows that they know, You know what I
Everybody
mean?
knows.
No, and then there's a video that came out, which it's supposedly, redacted, but it's him in the video, and it's terrible what they do to him and what was done to him. But when they see each other, like he goes at Usher, like Usher goes to say hi to him, and he's like, "Fuck you!" Like they exchange words. I'm allegedly he slapped Usher.
The
But
Beeps?
yeah, he did. He's a man
Yeah.
now, bitch. He's a fucking man now. He ain't little no more.
The Bieber fever slapped
But
her, baby.
yeah. My question is, do we think this is Diddy related? Do we think that this has to do with the whole him coming to realization with everything that's happened to him?
It could be so many things. I mean, I was trying to think of like something clever. I was like, I was gonna make a reference to one of Usher's songs, and then I realized that off the top of my head, I'm like, I can't think of a single one. Although, no shit, I love Usher, but off the top of my head, I'm like, Elizabeth
Yeah,
Quick. Come, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Do I think it's Diddy related? Um, Everything is Diddy related, and I love how we've stopped talking about Diddy to focus on other things. Like, yeah, Diddy's a story of the past. Um, the Epstein files is the new Diddy, but then even that doesn't get talked about enough. But anyway,
Who
we need
got
like 3 hours.
arrested? Only a woman.
Mira, muchacha.
Ghislaine Maxwell is the only one
Mira,
in jail.
muchacha. Mira,
And she has a
muchacha.
dog. And but Diddy only got 5 years. Diddy only got 5 years, which I think is ridiculous. And he was also trying to get out early, and the judge was like, "No, mi hermano, tú no vas a ningún lado. Quédate ahí, cállate la boca. Que te dieron 5 años." The audacity to come back and ask for more time is what I'm fucking like mind blown by. Like, what the actual fuck? But hey, this is what we're dealing with. Oh yeah, this is a ring run by pedophiles, bitches.
By the way, I did look up some Usher songs, and yes, Usher sang "Yeah," and I think that maybe Biebs is upset because DJ got us falling in love, and he's like, "But not to my songs, motherfucker. What's up?" I don't know. I don't know.
Look, I think it is P. Diddy related because if you think about it, not even these people, like they invited both of them. They've never had a problem before all of this came out. And they also haven't been together in a room after this whole thing came out. So for them to for it to be him coming at Usher, like, let's be so fucking for real. They didn't want to sign the custody over for P. Diddy to have custody of Justin Bieber during the 48 hours.
Yeah.
They give it to Usher and he takes him to P. Diddy's house.
Candela, dude. Yeah.
Like fucking blink twice. Have you seen that movie?
No.
You need to watch that with your husband. That's a hubby-worthy movie. It's great.
Blink
Channing
twice?
Tatum. Yes. It's Epstein. Even the island that they're on. If you haven't seen Blink Twice and you haven't seen a good movie that's new, that's the fucking one.
It's a new one?
Yes. It's about a year old now, I want to say. I've seen it twice. It's about the Epstein files. Everything's in there. The pens, the perfume that makes them forget. Like, it's the craziest fucking thing. But that's what the fuck they're talking about. Like, brilliant.
Yo,
I know
everything
Lenny
is in our
Kravitz.
face.
Yeah, in our faces. All our faces. Lenny Kravitz's daughter was the one that directed and produced the movie.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And Channing Tatum was like a ex-producer with her. So that's pretty cool. But the movie itself, it's fucking crazy, bro.
Yo,
It's
I'll check it out.
insane. And everybody goes with the flow. Si hay dinero. Everybody goes with the flow, my friend.
Girl.
Everyone goes with the fucking flow. Yep.
That whole topic we can talk about that forever. But you also had some notes here. We were going to talk about what's going on with the Real Housewives. Is it of Miami? The Housewives of Miami?
So, by the way,
full disclosure, I also don't watch those shows. So carry on.
Bravo. We're going into Bravo. I will say that's the network. However, Real Housewives of Miami, they came out. I feel like this was probably one of their best seasons since they were off for years. They took them off for ratings, but now they came back and we're like, well, your ratings are low. We're not going to sign you guys for another season. So those bitches are pissed. They're like, what
After
do you
this
mean?
comeback, you mean?
Yeah, that's it. That this last season that just aired, they're Bravo's not signing them again for another season. So they were like talking shit on a podcast that they were like put on the back burner by the network and that they were being like singled out and outcasted and yeah.
So they're pissed because they didn't get ratings and they want to blame the network on not getting ratings.
Well, they're trying to say that like their ratings aren't as bad as other housewives, basically, and that like that they're being targeted by the network. That it's not because of the ratings. Which I don't understand that. I really don't. I do need to look more into like the actual ratings themselves. I did start Googling and like looking into it, but I couldn't find too much. It was too fresh, you know?
Yeah.
The news was too fresh. But they announced it and those bitches were pissed. But yeah, that's definitely what's going on. So we're not gonna
I
have
mean,
a new season.
look, I don't know shit about fuck, but I just using my logic. If the ratings were good and if people were about watching it and they were enjoying it, then why would the network cut it? Like the network would want to bank on it and like sacarle la leche a la vaca, so to speak. You know what I mean?
That's what the network is saying. Like we're just giving you the stats,
Yeah, like
basically.
why would they cut something if it's successful and making the money? Like they don't give a shit about. Listen, these networks, just like comedy clubs, sometimes don't give a fuck who they put on that stage as long as they're selling tickets and filling butts and seats. These networks, you can have a fucking orangutan on a fucking trapeze, you know, fucking a donkey, and they don't give a shit. Are people watching it and making the money? That's
Are
what
you
they care about.
packing the fucking house?
Are you packing the
Basically.
house? So boo hoo fucking who, these Miami women llorando, saying that no, it's not their ratings. One of them prove it.
Yeah.
Then do your own shit, right? Like then don't rely on
Find another
Bravo.
network. Yeah.
Find another network, or all you fucking bitches get together and do a podcast, do clips, grow your own following, and prove
I
them wrong.
think that Marisol and Alexia have a podcast together, if I'm not mistaken. I think that they do have a podcast together. I don't know if they're still doing it, but
Okay, so you mentioned Alexia and Marisol. And
yeah.
I think because I know that they've done stuff like even at the improvs here locally, they've had like a night where I think they're recording. I want to say that they've brought on like comics to maybe do some sets or be part of it.
I didn't know
So,
that.
so yeah,
That's
but that's
cool.
the point. Like, if the network isn't fucking with you, then bro, listen, grab the bull by the horns yourself and figure it out. Now, in their defense
You're
too,
right.
if crying about it gets some more publicity and gets some more eyes, and do what you gotta. That is an option. But what's that? Niño que no llora, no mama.
Yeah, I
Speaking of
love that phrase. I say
Cuban
that shit all the
sayings,
time. Cuban phrases. My
Cuban
favorite
phrases.
thing. I absolutely love that one. That one's one that I think we'll stick with. I say that on a daily. Llora, niño que no llora, no mama. And people look
Which
at me like, what the fuck?
in English is closed mouths don't get fed, but niño que no llora no mama sounds way more vulgar and I like it better. It's
I
like
do too.
kids who don't cry don't suck. On the
Yeah.
teat.
On the teat, baby. Like they get straight to the motherfucking point. Straight
That's
to
right.
the motherfucking point. Chancleta style. I love that so much. That's hilarious. But yeah, I think that if they had the time and the money to back them up, they would have another season, 100%. I don't think they're being targeted in that manner. But I do feel where they're coming from as far as it happened to them years ago. Because years ago they had like I think it was like 3 or 4 seasons and then they just stopped filming them. And then they brought them back. So I think they're like on season 7 and like the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is like on season 16.
Oh shit. Yeah, I know there was a
Yeah.
pata sucia recently, right? You posted something you sent me something about
Listen,
there was a lady on the bed with her dirty patas on that white bed. But notice how her patas are like sticking. I love that I call them patas.
I'm going to post a picture here
You gonna
so
post a
everyone
picture?
can
Okay.
see it. Listen, Amanda is new. Okay. These bitches have been rocking for years together. like Kathy Hilton and her sister. All of them have been there for a majority of years, at least 6-7 years. And when I say that this girl's new, her job, she's a billionaire. She's self-made. She is a manifester. She sells manifestation courses online.
The fuck does that even mean, bro?
Look, all the girls are like, this bitch is crazy. So they go on this trip. They take this bitch on this trip. And when I look at this bitch's feet, okay? Black, disgusting. They literally just got back to this beautiful villa, this billion-dollar villa that is like Gorgina, okay? And this bitch walking around over here like a fucking pata sucia. Disgusting. We picked up on that shit. I know that all the Miami housewives picked up on that shit.
Miami
Okay?
would never. That bitch must be from Fort Lauderdale.
She's from California. Actually, she's from Utah. I fucking take that back. She was in a cult, which all these bitches were like, oh, weren't you in a cult? We want to talk about it. And she was like, oh, we can talk about it. They were like, you need to open up more, Amanda. All she does is work on her laptop. She's a sapinga. I'm going to say it.
You're like, I'll
I'm
say it.
sorry.
I'll say
I'm
it.
not fucking sorry. Can we not? Bravo. Can we not bring her back for next? Can we just drop? She's going to lose the rest of her fucking business if she keeps talking about it on this show. Because everyone is just like, it's so
After has
fucking
spoken.
weird.
Don't bring this bitch back.
Oh my God, she's terrible. Like, it's just, and then I have to see her dirty ass feet. Like, where's the class? Where's the Beverly Hills in this? However, Kathy Hilton is a woman of minimal verbiage. But when the shit that she does, that woman is filthy rich, okay? And they put like funny little background songs and she's unpacking her Ziploc bags. That's what she packs her clothes and her toiletries and snacks and cookies. That's what she packs in Ziploc bags, everything.
The
Esta mujer
Utah chick.
tiene dinero.
The Utah chick or Hilton?
Kathy Hilton.
She packs her snacks and everything. She's the one you're talking
All of
about?
her shit when she flies to Europe or whatever, her makeup, everything is in Ziploc bags.
Oh, she's practical. She's a
love
practical billionaire.
I love her. She's hysterical. And they'll be fighting and she's like, I'm really hungry. I
Oh, that's my
cannot.
jam. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she's so your jam. I absolutely love her. She's hysterical. She says shit how it is. They had like a meeting over the dinner and she was, crying about the cult thing and crying, being dramatic. And she goes, well, if the shoe fits, wear it. Like she basically told it to her face.
Well, no,
No
the
te
bitch wasn't wearing
callas.
shoes. She wasn't wearing shoes. That's why she's pata sucia. So she's not even wearing shoes. The fuck? So pata sucia needs to go. Hilton can stay.
Did
Is she
she
related to
walk through
Paris?
the airport? Like, yes, we need to
She's a
know.
Hilton. Like she's related to
No,
Paris Hilton.
Kathy Hilton is the wife of the Hilton husband. She is Paris Hilton's mother.
Oh, la mamá de Paris.
You are watching Paris Hilton's mom. Like now I know why Paris Hilton is the way that she is. Fucking love her. She's an icon. She is a fucking icon. I love that
Paris.
woman. She's very, very humble. She's very observant, but she's just funny. Her character is just funny. I think she's so hilarious. They go out all glammed, and then they'll turn around and ask her, "Hey, Kathy, what are you wearing?" And she's like, "Shirts and a t-shirt." She really will show up in shorts and a t-shirt.
We should get sponsored by the Hiltons. I love it. My family, that's where when we travel, like we have I'm not like endorsing timeshares, by the way. This is actually a timeshare presentation. We're switching gears. No, but we're with the Hilton Grand Vacation Club, and so when we travel, we try to stay at their locations. Big fan of the Hilton. Yeah, they should endorse us and give us free hotel stays.
I agree, Hilton. Kathy Hilton, we love you.
We love you.
No, she's my favorite though. When everybody asks me, all puns aside, like all jokes aside, when anybody asks me who's your favorite housewife, I'm like Kathy Hilton.
Kathy Hilton. And there's a lot of housewives.
They must think that it's because she's paid, but she's not. It's not because of that. It's not because of that.
Yeah.
But she's paid.
Okay.
So I want to talk about, before we close, I want to talk about your show. I want to talk about your show that's coming up now, April 28th, right?
25th.
25th? Okay, the 25th. Sorry.
25th is a Saturday. That's okay. Laughing with Ellie, April 25th. We're gonna, we'll just keep. This is how we make sure people are listening. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? This is how we make sure. But yes, April 25th, which is Saturday. Your girl got a Saturday.
Yeah.
Now, it's at 4 p.m. And you might be like, what's up with that geriatric time? I'm a fucking geriatric, bro. I honestly, I love these afternoon shows, all right? And I've done several of these afternoon shows. And something I've learned, because I was on the road with Pinky Patel for a while. If you don't know Pinky, she's awesome. Check her out.
Love her.
Love her. And so it was thanks to doing other people's show at 4 o'clock that I'm like,
Their
here's some.
time.
I love the time. And also, like, bro, when people want to go see you, they will show up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So esta paja mental of like, oh no, I gotta do it later. First of all, another thing I've learned in all my years of I've been doing comedy. I'm going on almost 20 years. It's been 19 years.
Wow, congrats.
Thank
That's
you.
amazing.
Bro, it's a long time. And one thing I've learned, first of all, I really try not to like make excuses I try not to make excuses for myself as far as like, if I'm not where I want to be, I don't try to blame outside factors. I try to look at like, what can I do better? Like, let me take ownership and
Reevaluate to
accountability.
better
Totally.
yourself. Yes.
So like, one thing I've learned is that, bro, you're not going to make everybody happy. So like, you can be like, oh, do you guys want a Friday, a Saturday, a Tuesday? Because then you'll post a show and people are like, oh my God, but let me know when you do a weekend. Then you do a weekend and they're still like, oh my God, I can't make it. And it's like, bueno, métete gato por el culo. You know what I mean? Like,
that's what's happening with the whole makeup class that everyone wants me to do, because I was a makeup artist for 20 years. And that's same problem.
you need to just, I mean, in all fairness, you do a little survey. You might look and see, okay, well, the majority said X, great, right? But at the end of the day, it's got to be what fits your schedule, what works for you. And the people who want to watch and support will watch and support. So Saturday,
Absolutely.
April 25th, I'm at the Miami Improv. I'm on the traditional path before social media, right? That's why you go to mics, you try. And honestly, Manefta, I want people to follow me and fuck with me. I'm multifaceted, but my stand-up is one of the most important, if not the most important, of all the art forms that I fuck with. So it's like, I want people that come to my shows to already know what they're getting into. You know what I mean? Or if they don't, like, they've seen enough to be like, I don't know what your stand-up is going to be like, but I can't wait to watch because I love everything else. You know?
Yeah. They love you for you. That's such a gratifying feeling. It's great. I love that. I really do.
April.
I know you're going to crush it. April 25th.
April 25th,
right?
4 p.m., Miami Improv. Laugh with
I like
Ellie.
that time. Yeah, I like to be in my bed by 8, 9 o'clock, take off my makeup by that time. So,
Bitch, that's what I'm saying. It's like the time is early enough that the putas and the players can still go out and have a great time. You can still go to dinner. You can still go dancing. You can still do
after.
But also, if you're like us and you want to go home and eat your oatmeal and watch Sábado Gigante or the Real Housewives of whatever the fuck city, it's early enough to do all of that.
I know I'll get you eventually to jump on one of the bandwagons of the shows. I'm excited to work with you. I know you have so much knowledge. I look up to you. I honor you.
So sweet.
I think you're an amazing human being. And I think this is going to be super fun. I hope everybody enjoys you as much as I do.
Thank you. I love you.
This concludes our comeback show, our comeback episode. I'm super excited. That concludes our show. We'll see you guys next week. Drop down some comments on what you want future shows about. We love you guys. Mwah.